today. From the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans, it's the NFC Divisional Round playoffs on EA Sports. We'll see Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints taking on Cam Newton and the Atlanta Falcons.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to a sold-out and absolutely rocking Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game, as we've got a great one in store between the Atlanta Falcons and the New Orleans Saints. Hello, everyone. As the postseason continues here on EA Sports, we're pleased to bring it to you. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And who has the edge here? You got one side that had some extra rest, but another comes in off a win last week in the wild card round.
And it's funny, depending on which team you are, you say that that's an advantage. You'll take the rest, you'll take the week off, get your guys healed up a little bit and ready to go. But that team that's coming in off of a win last week, they're really excited to keep playing. They feel like they are hot and ready to go. Now we see quarterback Drew Brees and his New Orleans offense set to go on attack here for the first time. And he and his team, they were the beneficiaries of a first-round bye earned by a tremendous regular season. He'd been a little bit nicked up so he could use the rest, and I'm sure his teammates felt the exact same way. But now it'll be interesting to watch their first few drives in this one, because sometimes getting the rest is great, but sometimes you accumulate a little bit of rust as well. Maybe they come out flat, and they can't afford that in the postseason.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. And, Charles, despite this list of key inactives that we see here, they've obviously still been pretty successful.
Give everyone credit for this one, because to me, when that happens, key guys are out, the next man steps up and plays well, but that starts with the organization itself, all the way through. No excuses for guys being out, finding guys who are capable backups who can step up and play when they need them, and we've seen the results of that. This team knows how to work through things.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Nice play there to force incompletion.
Gonzalez now to kick this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses them about 4 yards. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt, they're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here, 1st and 10. Well, Charles, the big story today, obviously the courageous return of one of the league's best offensive players. You know, when he was injured earlier in the season, the assumption was really that he... And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great effort there. 68 yards. And the Saints, if they convert the extra point, they'll have the lead. Well, it has to be, Charles, just a great feeling for him to find the end zone again, especially after being away for so long.
Yeah, and even better when it comes in such a high-pressure game such as this one. But did you notice, partner, the way he jogged off the field after the score? Am I being a body language doctor a little too much here? You're going to have to help me out a little bit, but I thought he was laboring a bit when he got to the sideline.
Yeah, that'll certainly be something to keep an eye on all game long. We know the coaching staff and the trainers are going to be doing so as well. Matt Gay on for the extra point. It's up and good, so they go the conservative route instead, and it gets them a 7-6 lead here in the opening quarter.
Falcons 6.
So this offense will head back out there, already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. Throwing on second down. Breeze. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Dante Fowler in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, third and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure.
After one, a one-point game, 7-6.
7. Falcons 6.
After the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
The New Orleans offense set to take over. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked.
Go to something else.
And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Cameron Jordan just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. 3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Going deep downfield for Ross. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by DeMonte Casey. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Michael Thomas, 37 yards. And the Saints, if they convert the extra point, they'll have the lead.
Everybody likes to see the long ball thrown, but when you throw it underneath and you see someone catch the ball, secure it, make their moves, and then turn it into bigger plays, that's a lot of fun to watch as well.
Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And this puts them on top by a penny. It's 14-13. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. Well, their defense did the job. They got the turnover on downs. Now what can the offense do as they take possession? From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15.
Brought down at the 15.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Now Breeze on third down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That gain on third down, good for 28.
First and 10.
And the pickup there by a running back who, as we all know, has battled his way back from an early injury this season. Charles, how important do you think it is that the coaching staff helps him get in a good rhythm early on?
I think it's vital. And the tough part for this staff is trying to find ways to get him in rhythm, not overdo it with too many carries and touches, and make sure his confidence is high right from the beginning. But the tough part is, what plays are you calling? How do you know you'll have success with those play calls? I guess what you're trying to do is go to your scouting report, go with what gives you confidence early, and give him the football.
2nd and 5 now. Breeze. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
He's still fighting forward.
The running back.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
32-yard line.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
And he'll go down at the 28. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, it's almost a tendency breaker.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here first half. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime.
On fourth down, the Falcons send out Sterling Hoffrichter to punt. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And he's found the end zone twice, and now I'm guessing he's thinking, hey, let's find it 3 times.
And you got to figure from the defensive perspective, how has he gotten there twice? What are we going to do to keep him out for a 3rd time? How do we tighten things down? Because he and his offensive mates, they are really in sync right now.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit hot. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up 1st downs.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now they'll throw with Breeze. Dancing to his left. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful Divisional Round weekend. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked up by DeMonte Kazin. He's got daylight. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally, and you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up, and then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
At their own 29-yard line.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. Might he be on his way to a record-setting performance here, Charles? Second quarter, and the yardage number already ridiculous. And it's caught at the 25. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. 71 yards. And the Saints are able to strike quickly for 6. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play, and just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
And with that, the lead is up to 8. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One-play drive and into the end zone for 6. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20.
Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they have...
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number. And
the Falcons send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And this will be a gain of right around 3 from the 7 out to the 10-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the gun, it's Breeze. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. Nice pickup for a first down.
Taken down.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second
Gain
down.
on the play.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
34-yard line.
Shotgun now for Breeze. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And showcasing those strong legs on that run, getting through one tackle. Actually winds up getting 8 there. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
That certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Second and 6.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Even with the good move he showed, he'll be brought down short of the 15.
At the 16.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Saints add on to their lead. Gay is on for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. That time a 9-play drive and was polished off by the touchdown run from the 16-yard line. Offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
The ball carrier. He's brought down by Deion Jones. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up second and 3 at the 30-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. To throw is Breeze. And he almost had it defensively.
Breeze.
Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
Brings up
Charles, thinking back to what you said in the first quarter, that part of the magic elixir for a road victory for these underdogs was going to be winning the turnover battle. Well, they only have one right now. Look at the scoreboard.
Yeah, not exactly playing to the form that I subscribed, right? When you talk about winning that turnover battle, that evens things out, especially for a road team, especially for a team that's an underdog.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. just shy of midfield. Breeze. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 16 yards, a first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
A first down run, not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there, so that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Intended for his running back.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down.
And 9 yards to go.
Throwing now is Breeze. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And this one not officially in the bag, but it's looking more and more like you and I are going to be in these same seats next week for a game to go to the Super Bowl.
Man, it's contrary. Remember when we went over to their hotel before the game, and one of the themes they kept hitting us with was, let's put the pressure on the #1 seed and see if they can handle it. Let's do that. Well, they're the #1 seed for a reason. Best team all year long. They're showing it again in this game.
He'll air it out. He's got him in. Complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34.
First and
big plays back and forth just continue. Both offenses excelling.
And I hear the excitement in your voice while you're calling this game. This hurts my soul as a defensive player, watching these teams go up and down the field and put points on the board.
Do me a favor the rest of the way. Sit back, relax, and just appreciate the offensive dominance that's going on out here.
I'll give it a shot.
It's 2nd and 8.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Breeze. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
That's good for us.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
At the 16-yard
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Now 2nd and 6.
Breeze now to throw. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Grady Jarrett able to get him for a loss of about 3.
I know I'm supposed to do the analysis here, but I've got to ask, how did he stay alive that long in the pocket?
Yeah, great footwork, which we know he has. If he would have been able to stay alive, get rid of the ball, or run for some yardage, he would have had a very unhappy defensive coordinator, I believe.
No doubt about that.
His first reception of the divisional round matchup, and it's good for a first down as well. Now a handoff here to his running back.
And the Saints are going to have a 1st and goal forthcoming as he takes this down to about the 5-yard line.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things.
And barrel his way into the end zone for a Saint touchdown. A great effort there. Saving his his best for the playoffs with his third touchdown of the game. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Through an opening, and there he goes. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. 75 yards. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
So now we're in the final minute of the game in the fourth quarter as this offense gets ready to take over. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. So now we're in the final minute of the game in the fourth quarter as this offense gets ready to take over. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Saints in victory formation now as they'll take the knee. They go down to a knee, and with that, they're off to the NFC title game.
Today's
So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship. And do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend?
They have to, Brandon. They have to be ready because if you win, you've got to hand those out on the field right away. And just think about the pressure for the players now. Families are going to be talking about tickets to the Super Bowl even before you play the conference championship game.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. I'll be heading to the hotel. Charles, he's off to Bourbon Street.
No, I'm not.
Yes, we say so.